Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 27th day of January 2026. I hope you're all safe and healthy and warm today, as it's a cold, chilly morning in Central Florida today. Not used to this, and hopefully don't stay around long. But I hope you're all safe and healthy and warm, and hope your family's safe and healthy and warm, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the area of health, along with first responders every day, no matter what the weather, out here trying to save lives. Those also that pick up garbage, keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children, victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are helping those that are victims of pornography, prostitution, child prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, profiteers, and perverts that create the demands that cause these evil and heinous industries to exist. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 700,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, military veterans, homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or even worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight at Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks will be taking on the Sacramento Kings. And for the first time in a while, in a minute, there's no injury reported for the Knicks. Nobody's questionable. Nobody's out. Nobody's doubtful or probable. No injury reports for the Knicks. So you're going to have full contingent: Brunson, Hart, Kyle Bridges, Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, Deuce, Shamet, Mitchell Robinson, maybe some Clarkson, maybe some Yabusele. We'll see. I don't know if we're going to see Yabusele. And the reason I say that is because, not just because obviously Coach Brown hasn't been playing him a lot of minutes, but as we get closer to the trade deadline, and it's probably, I'm going to say, it's at least 80 to 90% sure Yabusele is going to be traded. You do not want him getting hurt. And there's been a lot of injuries suddenly around the trade deadline. So Giannis is hurt 4 weeks, I think, 4 to 6 weeks. So what you don't want is you guys that you're getting ready to trade to get hurt. So I would suspect Yabusele's not going to play today. And they're making a deal for him probably right now. And that deal will get done before the 5th of February. So you probably won't play him today. But the Knicks are now 2-0 since the 2-11 debacle. The 2-11 stretch still leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, probably James Dolan. So what you want to do is stack as many wins as possible to remove yourself from that 2-11 stench. The Knicks, over the last 2 games, let's say so against the Nets, they had 28 assists against the Nets. They had 27 against Philly. They beat Philly in Philly. Part of their revenge tour continues tonight against Sacramento, which means we have to do the Knicks basketball. They were not doing it during the bad stretch, and part of that is twofold. Number one is Mike Brown not making sure the game plan is being followed during the course of the game and preparing before the game to make sure they're ready to do the game plan. Number two, when they get tired, and listen, it's an 82-game grind for every team. And about this time of year, certain teams start to feel a little fatigue. They start to go for their second win after this. And the Knicks 2-9 stretch was that. So you had Mike Brown not really, buckling down on the game plan as he should have. Everybody's talking about, well, we didn't do this. Listen, you got to get that right before you tip off, okay? And then they start defaulting to bad habits, like Brunson starts hogging the ball when they're tired. That's what they do. So then they got a couple of days to regroup. As we know, they came out against the Nets, stuck to the game plan, won the game by 54. Then they were soundly beating Philly. They were up by, I think, 17 at some point against the Philadelphia 76ers. And then, between the refs and, a little bit of sloppy play down the stretch, it became 112-109. But really and truly, the Knicks played a very good game against a very good team that was at their full contingent. The Knicks played Philly and guarded that three-point line. Philly was 9 for 29 from three. A lot of contested threes, which is what you want. So they did that right. While they themselves shot 44 threes, we want 40 plus. Remember Mike Brown said, hit 15 and 44. They shot 34% from three. Sixers shot 31% from three. Now, the Knicks messed up at the free throw line. That's going to happen sometimes. It's just what happens, okay? Y'all ain't got to trip about, well, you got to go practice your free throws. This ain't freaking high school. This is the league. They do know how to shoot free throws. So they know every once in a while you're going to get a game like that. It's not their usual game, as they usually are about 78% as a team from the free throw line. So that's not going to always happen. They were 56% against Philly. They just dominated the boards against Philly. 53-37. Offensive glass, thank you, MitchRob, who's playing tonight, 19-6. Apparently, I understand it. You know, we were talking yesterday. I was hoping they would hold off MitchRob for Toronto, since we know they're not going to play them back-to-backs right now. So they're going to play them tonight, though, and try to secure this dub. And that's what it is about, stacking these dubs. So they're going to get one tonight. Worry about tomorrow night when it comes. Okay, so then you got 27-6. As I mentioned, the ball's got to move. Ball's got to move, Mr. Brunson. Give the ball to Cat, get the hell out the way, cut to the basket, play off ball. Brunson will, you know, as we have seen, this is not, see, a lot of people be coming at me with their theories. Maybe we should do this. Forget all that. What have we already done that has worked? When Brunson is off the ball, he is deadly. Okay, he gets the ball and makes a split decision. Instead of dribbling so much, he makes a split decision. And usually when he does that, we're very successful. See, Cat can hold the ball. You know why? Cat ain't dribbling the air out the ball. He's holding it in the air and he's looking for cutters. That's causing the defense to have to respond to that. And if they respond too slow, he gonna hit a cutter. And if not, he gonna take it to the basket and flush it, or he's gonna shoot a three. Give him the ball and move out the way. That's all. And then in the fourth quarter, let Brunson do Brunson, because now the game has been, they're all a little tired. It's time to close it out. That's when you hand it to your assassin and you let him do his thing. So they got to stick to that game plan, okay? They got to limit the fast break points for the other team. What teams do against the Knicks is two things. Number one, they play very physical, which is good. Very good. Why? Because what happened now, I know, again, all these fools out here on X, and some of y'all listen to them too much and bring that poison to my channel, and I gotta purge it. But what happens sometimes is the Knicks are afraid to get in foul trouble, especially Karl Anthony Towns. Causes him to back off. He get 2 fouls, 3 fouls, gotta sit down, blah, blah, blah. But you don't want him backing off. If it means he fouls out, he just fouls out. You got to be yourself. You got to be physical and aggressive. If the refs are gonna take the game from you, you gotta let that happen. That's how you got to play. You can't allow the refs to not allow you to be you. So other teams can be physical against the Knicks and they start backing off because they're afraid of foul trouble. That's why you got depth. Everybody needs to be aggressive. Okay, everybody. Mitch, if he fouls out, he fouls out. Cat, everybody. Brunson, be aggressive. Okay, be physical. Brunson is naturally a physical player. Small as he is, he's a very physical player. Okay, he's taking charges, he's getting contact, he's scoring through contact. That's what he does. Gotta be physical, no matter what the refs are doing. Don't let them dictate you. Okay? Play physical. That's the game. So everybody comes against the Knicks physical, but sometimes they don't respond because they're afraid of foul trouble. Don't do that. If Cat fouls out in the second quarter, he just fouls out. Period. Just play your game. Okay? So, and when we go to the playoffs in this Detroit time, you know, they're gonna play physical. It's Boston time. They're gonna play physical. Okay? Toronto gonna play physical. Everybody's gonna be physical against the Knicks. We need to be physical now. Get used to that. Play physical. So play physical. Get the ball to Cat. Get the hell out the way. Let Cat determine where the ball going. You know, MitchRob got to do his thing on the offensive glass. Now we have him tonight. OG ain't got to really guard fives tonight if MitchRob's playing. Okay, if he has to, but he don't have to. Now tomorrow, yes. but not tonight. So tonight, MitchRob had a 5-spot locked down. OG do his thing. I'm excited about who the Knicks might bring forward. I am, because what that's going to mean is you're going to have your 9th guy. That's why, to me, I still don't get it with the Jose Alvarado. I'm telling you, I don't get it, because I'm like, you already got. Now, let's say for the sake of argument, I hope not, but let's say Coach Brown has decided, okay, Jordan Clarkson's not working for me. I don't like that, because West 4th Street could do business. But I just feel like West 4th Street was hindered because Coach Brown kept combining him with Kolick. And Kolick is still learning, So that hurt West 4th Street a little bit. So I'm saying, get a boy Deuce. Get a boy Shaman. Let him run with Brunson a little bit. I think he'll be better. But let's assume, for the sake of argument, that Coach Brown is out on West 4th Street. I wouldn't like it, but let's assume it is. Then Alvarado might make sense, because now you're going to have on your bench, which still really, look, it's going to be your bench, Mitchell Robinson, Shamet, Deuce, and Alvarado. You got 3 midgets. 3 midgets. I don't like it, honestly. That puts a lot of pressure on OG, puts a lot of pressure on Josh, puts a lot of pressure on McCall. I don't like that. I'd rather Sohan, which we all been talking about, either Sohan or Kawhi, because Sohan is 6'6", 6'8", 6'8". He could guard 3, 2, 1, and 4. He could also sometimes guard 5s. Sohan. That helps. Or our boy Precious, once a Knick, always a Knick. He could guard 3s, 4s, 5s, 2s. Okay? Both of them cats could do that. 6'8", strong as a brick doo-doo house. Both of them. Okay? And sometimes can hit you a 3 or 2, right? Precious especially, he'll get aggressive on you and flush it. I'm sure Shohan will too. Then, of course, we know about our boy Sadiq Bey. 2, 3, 4. For real. So that helps the bench, because now you add one of them cats to MitchRob, to Deuce, to Shannon. Now you got 4 dudes that can ball out. That's why I don't get the Alvarado Misi situation. I just don't get it. Misi, okay, you can put Misi in there, but then look, you got 2 5s. Misi can't play no 4. Misi's a 5. So you going Misi, MitchRob? I don't know. And if you just going to get insurance from MitchRob, okay, I got you. But now you got like a plethora of midgets. So you're going to have Shamet, Deuce, and Alvarado with Brunson? I don't know. It just don't make no sense to me. So I'm not really buying that rumor, even though it's from our boy Ian. I hear maybe they, and this is the thing. The Knicks look in on a lot of dudes. Okay? There's no doubt. They look in on a lot of dudes. Just because they're looking in on somebody don't mean they're trying to get him now. Alvarado's a good pickup, no doubt about it. But I'm just wondering where the hell he gonna play. Where he gonna get minutes at? 8 minutes? Maybe. Well, for sure, if they get an Alvarado, you can forget Kolick. I mean, I'm not saying he's getting traded. He might, but you can forget him. He ain't playing. He's going to be DNP-CD the rest of this season. Period. You get Alvarado. Okay? So we have to see how this works out. But I like the idea of Sadiq or Sohan or Precious. I mean, Keon Ellis, he's only 6'4", but Keon Ellis is more like Josh Hart-like. Like, he can guard 94 feet. You can put him on a 1, a 2, or a 3. Keon Ellis can guard all them people, okay? So I kind of see that, even though he's like 6'4". I kind of see that, but Alvarado's a midget. Tough little midget, though, from Brooklyn, no doubt, but he's a midget. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how we're going to do that. I'm just not seeing that. But Yabusele to San Antonio makes sense, and we know why, because his boy, French Croissant, Victor Wembanyama, so one French croissant to another, they go to San Antonio and do their thing. See? So I could get a Sohan out of that. I'm good with that. We all would rather Sadiq, because he's more of a complete player than all of them, right? He could hit a 3. We've seen that. He could hit a 3. He could rebound. He could defend 1 through 4. Okay? He's not a 5 guy. He can't be guarding no 5s, but that's why we got OG. So I don't know, I like Sadiq the best, but I'm not hearing Sadiq's name from Ian. I'm not hearing Sadiq's name from nobody. In fact, I think I'm the only content creator consistently talking about Sadiq Bey. I mean, it's pretty obvious if you go into San Antonio, you want Sohan, right? It's pretty obvious if you go into the Kings, you either getting Keon Ellis, 94-foot defender, like I said, 1 through 4, or our boy Precious, who would fit mine. Both of them fit in terms of the money. So I could see that. But New Orleans, this whole Alvarado Misi thing, I don't know. I'm just not feeling that. I'm just not. And not, again, the reason is because I'm just trying to figure where he fits. A lot of people just throw crap at the wall and don't figure out where it fits. In other words, like I said before, a lot of people are into fantasy and not fit. You need fit before fantasy. So again, I'm just wondering, with the way the Knicks play right now, you got 8 dudes because you got to assume West 4th Street is out the rotation because he hasn't been playing. I mean, the last 2 blowouts, he got garbage time. And I don't think he got any time against Philly. So I don't know how this works. I'm not sure what's going on right now. I don't understand it. Unless they're trading West 4th Street, Kolick, which are all eligible to be traded now. West 4th Street, Kolick, and you got to move Yabusele, obviously, and you keeping your youngin', you keeping Daddy. Okay, then I kind of see it, but I still don't see it because you ain't trading Deuce. You ain't trading Shamit, right? So what we doing? I don't know. Like I said, we'll find out. But Yabusele is going to be in a new uniform before the deadline. Tell you that right now. It's either going to be a Pelicans uniform, a Sacramento Kings uniform, or San Antonio Spurs uniform. He's gonna be in the new uniform. We're gonna see what happens. But that's it. Okay. So the Knicks tonight, though, play your game. We're gonna go in 8. That means, I guess what I'm saying with all of that, it's gonna be an 8-man rotation. Starting 5 plus MitchRob, Shamit, and Deuce. They're ready to do this. Problem is not tonight, it's tomorrow, because it's a back-to-back. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But for tonight, get the dub. Low turnovers. No stupid turnovers, aggressive, physical. Get the rebounds, especially offensive end. Get the ball to Cat. I don't care what kind of fouls. See, some of y'all get so caught up in stupidity because you're listening to stupidity. Stop it. He does stupid offensive foul. So what? He's freaking all NBA. What the hell's wrong with y'all? In his prime. Get that boy the ball, move out the way. It's not that complicated. So you get Cat the basketball. Let's see what he does with it. I don't care what he does with it because more often than not, well, first of all, again, let me just remind some of y'all. Karl Anthony Towns from New Jersey, out of the University of Kentucky, is probably easily top 3 offensive centers in the world. In the world. Okay? So nobody can guard him. Why are you messing with him? So he does stupid things on the court. What, you expecting some sort of robot that don't make mistakes? He's 30 years old. He's in his prime. You're going to be paying him $50+ million for the next 3 years. And on the 3rd year, you're paying him $60+ million. You better play that boy. You gave up a lot to get him. And all of this hate on McCall. Some of y'all need to take a Midol. Oh my gosh, man. So, leave McCall alone. Yeah, he does dumb things sometimes, but he's there every night. And come playoff time, remember Boston. So anyway, and he ain't going to be off on his shot like he was against Philly for the rest of the, some of y'all just tripping too much. So the hell what? You want him to keep shooting. How you going to break this up if you don't shoot? Anyway, got to get the ball. Ball got to move. Road runner, do your thing, baby. Forget these knuckleheads. Do your thing. Karl Anthony Towns, do your thing. Brunson, get him the ball. Let the ball move. Make instant decisions, quick decisions. You see, that was the thing. Carmelo Anthony, let's say, versus Bernard King. Give you a little history lesson. Their games are very similar. Both of them small forwards. Both of them score, high level. The difference is Bernard King was never a ball stopper. What does a ball stopper mean? That means you hold the basketball like Brunson does in excess of 3 or 4 seconds before you decide what you're going to do with it. You're just dribbling, or you're making too many moves, or you're trying to get... That's a ball stop. That stops the flow of the offense. Nobody else is touching the ball. And all the defense got to do is lay back and wait for you. Okay? Bernard King was never a ball stopper, which means when Bernard King got the basketball, it took him a split second to make a decision of what he was doing with that ball. Whether he was going to go to one of the two sides of the court with his unstoppable turnaround jumper, or he was going to go right to the basket on you and flush it, or he was passing it. But he did not waste time dribbling it. Carmelo would use the whole clock to get a basket. Okay? You get a basket, but you destroy the flow. You destroy the vibe of the offense that way. Okay? And Brunson has a habit of doing that sometimes, but for his credit, he sees it and he's trying to handle it. Okay? So we give him that space, but that's the difference. You can't be no ball stoppers. Move the basketball. Okay? Don't be a ball stopper. And so that's what Phil Jackson was going crazy about with Melo. Because Michael Jordan, he took like 30 shots a game. But again, he was not a ball stopper. If he had something, he was going on you. If he didn't, he was giving the rock up. Most times he was going on you, right? So, but it was all happening within a second or two. Okay, he wasn't wasting time dribbling the basketball. He would get on a low block, do moves, and that'd be that. So would Kobe. And they would take too many shots. But see, again, they weren't stopping the ball. Okay, there's a difference there. So the Knicks don't need to stop the ball. Move the basketball. Get them 27, 28, 30 plus assists today. That's what we need, okay? We need that. Get them rebounds, okay? Control the basketball. And now shoot free throws like NBA players, 77, 78%. We should be in good shape then, okay? If we do that, we should be in good shape, all right? So let's see this game tonight. Let's get this dub. Let's do our thing, and let's move on. We got to do this thing tonight to make sure we secure this dub. Nobody get hurt. It's the first time I can't remember the last time. If y'all tell me, I can't remember the last time this season that nobody's on the injury report. I mean, nobody. I don't think it was that way when we came into the first game of the season. I think somebody was on the report, right? So MitchRob was, or MitchRob or Shamit. Somebody was always. This time here we are in game 46, which is perfect time. Nobody's on the injury report. Nobody get hurt now. Let's get this done. You'll enjoy the game. We'll talk about it later. Hopefully we'll talk about some success. Shalom.